We ordered the panels from a company called Reform in Denmark, and we're currently in the US. And we actually had IKEA come and install all these cabinets and install this fridge. So IKEA basically said that the size of this freezer panel is incorrect and it should be a little bit taller and go all the way up to here. However, when I emailed Reform this, they said that based off the model, which I'll send a picture of the model number that's, down below. I think it's right there. That this is the right size and that the installer installed it incorrectly. So looking for advice on if we need to tell Reform they're wrong, they need to send a correct size. I can provide the size in the email and more details on that in the email. So first of all, do we need a bigger size freezer panel or is this installed incorrectly? The second kind of biggest thing is we've had multiple, up to 5 contractors after the IKEA people come and look at the fridge, and they just can't seem to level it. I mean, this is an old house. They've tried everything, tweaking the things at the bottom, putting in some wooden wedges, you can see there, but they can't seem to level it. And because of that, the fridge kind of sticks out. So you could see here, it sticks out. But if we even were to level it and push this in, so I think this should go in and be flush, right? Then when you open this door, it's hard to demonstrate with one person, but the hinges kind of like pop. So this rubs against each other when you open it. So I don't know if this needs to be, cut shorter and pushed back or what's going on, but that's kind of the biggest head scratcher. And I'll see if I can even attach a second video where I think I better demonstrate it and you can actually hear the pop. So that's like the most thing that people have really been struggling with. But lastly, we had a technician from Fisher & Paykel come this morning. He said he can only help with like broken fridges, not the actual panel, but he noticed a bunch of things installed incorrectly by the IKEA team. So we already know we're missing the top, but he said that there should be like covers here and then a panel that goes over here. And he said that, for example, this should be like screwed in to the side so that it's, sturdy and not so wiggly. He said there should be like a panel here and a panel on top and I think a panel on bottom. And he just said there was a bunch of things missing inside the fridge. I imagine maybe something looks weird here. So I don't know really what else is missing, but that's why we think it'd just be better to have someone that we trust, that Fisher & Paykel recommends, come out and finish the installation. But again, and all of that stuff is in our basement. We have a bunch of leftover stuff. But I think the bigger problem is just like, how do we get this pushed in and sturdy and, that these panels look correct? We understand it's harder with these old houses, right? Like there's a little bit of wood up there because the walls aren't straight, the floors aren't straight, but that's the big problem. I guess the last thing I'll say is the technician said even this door was installed incorrectly. Like this gap is too big and this should really be pretty much flush against. So interested to what you think. I think, again, the 2 big questions that we have for you are, what should we do about this freezer size? Because it's going to take weeks for it to come from Denmark. So if we need to get them to send a new one, we need to do that ASAP. And then just, is this door issue something that can be solved by the technician you would send? Or is there just something truly funky going on here because of the layout that we have chosen?